Tonight we're covering UFC on ESPN 11, Gustafsson versus Smith. This fight took place at Ericsson Globe in Stockholm, Sweden. This was a highly anticipated matchup that had huge implications for both fighters in different ways. Coming into this fight, Gustafsson was ranked number 3 and Anthony Lionheart Smith was ranked number 4. Both of these fighters previously lost to champ Jon Jones prior to tonight's matchup. Quick side note, guys. Anthony Smith has 32 wins and has finished 30 of his opponents. And being just 3 months removed from his loss with Jon Jones, this quick turnaround seemed to serve him very well. The fight started off with Gustafsson using excellent footwork and movement, possibly the best I've ever seen him. But Smith was very patient and throughout the fight was throwing one-punch power punches at a time, and Gustafsson continued to use his range well and movement and fighting very long and intelligent. At times, there looked to be a hint of frustration from Lionheart trying to solve the riddle of Gustafsson's technical movement, but Smith continued to cut off the ring, trying to pressure the Swede, but that's a very tough riddle to solve. Later in the rounds, both fighters looked clearly in incredible shape, still very fresh, and started to land with intentions, and the action heated up. Gustafsson, at the end of the third round, started taking control of the fight when he landed a beautiful body kick to Smith, which seemed to hurt him a little bit, followed up by a nice trip takedown into side control, into the round with a few punches. Round 4, Gustafsson shot for half-hearted single attempt and ended up with a scramble with Smith securing a body lock, and then Gustafsson attempted with a hip throw, and Anthony Smith ended up on top on the ground. Gustafsson, in an escape attempt, gave up his back, and Lionheart sunk in both hooks with a figure 4 body lock. Smith, being a legitimate high-level black belt, continued to work the back position and patiently held tight and looking for submission opportunities. Lionheart finally breaks Gustafsson down and flattens him out, followed by some hard punches and elbows, soften him up, sneaking in his left arm to secure that rear naked choke. Gustafsson taps 2 minutes and 24 seconds into the 4th round. Wow, guys. What's next for Anthony Smith? This is by far the biggest win of his UFC career. I am personally a big fan of Lionheart for many reasons. The guy carries himself with class and determination, but I am not sure if Smith is ready to face Jon Jones again after he was clearly outclassed in a very lopsided matchup. But we'll see how Thiago Santos and Jon Jones' fight plays out to determine the next fight for Smith. Gustafsson. How can you not admire the career of Gustafsson? But unfortunately, he has had 3 previous title shot opportunities, and I believe in his mind this was his last run at winning a championship. And in the post-fight octagon speech, he stated that he was retiring, setting his gloves down in the ring with clear sadness and frustration, losing in his hometown, and he stated, "The show is over, guys." Gustafsson always seems to get to the big race, but can't quite cross that finish line, which can be truly physically and mentally exhausting chasing that title. And knowing in his mind that this is probably a UFC light heavyweight division that might be the most talent-rich and as deep as we've ever seen. Closing notes, guys. I'm always torn when announcers in the octagon ask a fighter what's next immediately following the fight. There's so much pain, confusion, and emotions involved. It's very hard to know exactly how you feel. If Gustafsson does retire, we wish him the best and see him in the Hall of Fame, I'm sure. Tonight, guys, I was really impressed with both fighters. Really a great performance, and Gustafsson will be missed.